says, you guys here, listen, this is what's driving me nuts. Whose ball is that, all right? We kick it over there and we don't care about it. That's one of my soccer balls. Come here, bring it in. I'm telling you right now, you guys are screwing around, coming out the flag, and what else is coming out the flag?
Get fired up. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, play!
Hi, everybody. I'm Ken Gonzalez, Georgia Landsman Productions, and this match between the FCI Heat and the Blaze out of Idaho just underway. The Heat wearing the white jerseys, Blaze in black. We'll get you the rosters for each of these teams. This is a boys under 14 match. Beautiful day here, 27th of March 2004. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the wind has died down. We did a few games earlier today. The wind was a large factor. Kind of hampered some of these teams, but it seems to be dying down now as we head towards the net. The Blaze denied the ball, comes out. Defense for the Heat will hold up. And now it's the Heat trying to clear the ball away, and they'll come across midfield. Upfield pass, defense so for the Blaze gets back. Each of these teams just kind of getting a feel for each other as we start things off here. 30-minute halves. Nice moves here on the near side as the Blaze try to move the ball into the middle of the field. Bryce Klinger now in the middle, running it down. Jesus Vasquez now as he rolls over to the far side. He'll hit the ground. Nice takeaway, nice defensive stand. That's number 4, Jordan Nakasone. And Jordan has the ball taken away quickly by the Blaze, and that ball is out of bounds here on the near side. So we'll give you the Heat's roster. Number 4, Jordan Nakasone. Number 5, Gordon Baker. Number 6, Oliver Banda. Number 7, Robbie Ong. Number 9, Cesar Martinez. Number 10, Francisco Elias. Number 11, Octavio Celis. Number 12, Danny Voss. Number 13, John Rivera. Number 15, Aaron Armas. Number 21, Justin Salgado. Number 33, Daryl Henches. And number 80, Max Zisman. The goalkeeper today for the Heat is number 23, Mike Herman. And now it's the Heat getting in deep, tries to center the ball, can't take a shot on the net, it's a little bit long. And now is a battle for the ball over on the far side, and it will go out across the back line. We'll see who it touched last. They're going to say it went off the Heat. And so we'll have a goal kick coming up for the Blaze. And just as soon as the Blaze clear the ball away from their net, we'll get you their roster. Ball high into the air, right at midfield. The Blaze will bring it across, right down the middle of the field. Now they move over here towards the near side. Trying to find an opening there is number 12, Zach Parkinson. And as he goes upfield, the ball goes out. So for the Blaze, again out of Idaho, number 2, Bryce Klinger. Number 7, Matt McDonald. Number 8, Brent Moore. Number 9 is Dallas Thomason. Number 12, Zach Parkinson. Number 13 is Corbin Lewis. Number 18, Will Hedrick. Number 20, Jesus Vasquez. Number 22, Nathan Ham. Number 34, Parker Phillips. Number 42, at goalkeeper here in the first half, Jose Oregon. Number 43, Donald Savage. Number 44 is Ruben Bellman. Number 46, Ben Ung. And number 48 is Logan Sikora. Head coach for the Blaze is Gray Campbell. The manager is Sue McDonald. Head coach of the Heat is John Rivera. And as the action gets back underway, ball in the middle of the field. Defense for the Heat getting back, Blaze penetrating. And now it's a Heat coming back the other way. Cesar Martinez passes the ball over to the far side. And it's the Heat now having a little difficulty getting around the defenders of the Blaze. Now they get it across midfield. Francisco Elias. Ball still in play over on the far side. Stopped up. Heat trying to move into the middle of the field. Closing up those lanes. That's 48, Logan Sikora for the Blaze. Providing a little defensive help there. And over on the far side, the ball goes out, and the Blaze will have control. They'll put it back into play. Throw comes in across midfield. A little bit long, getting back now is the Heat. Over in the far corner. These teams seem to be evenly matched here so far. This game with a 2:15 start time here on Saturday afternoon. This two-day tournament features 250 teams from Nevada and other parts of the United States. Now it's a Heat trying to clear the ball away from the net. Blaze moving in, though. Blaze now trying to set something up over here on the near side. Zach Parkinson tries to center the ball. Now it's in the middle of the field. Moving over now, number 22, Nathan Ham. Now streaking towards the net. Nice stop. Number 33, Daryl Henges for the Heat. Both teams going back and forth right here at midfield. Now the ball is cleared away. It's a foot race into that corner, and it will go out. Last touch by the Blaze, and so it's the Heat will take it back upfield. So the CSL team, the Heat, silver team, third in their division, getting ready for the State Cup to commence next week in Southern California. Coming out of the box to make the stop, goalkeeper Mike Herman for the Heat. Now he'll look upfield. Really strong kick. Tries to get it heading into the wind. That's the way that's blowing right now. Heat moving in, the wind blowing from right to left. Heat moving from left to right. Vasquez gets the ball up. Now moving down the near sideline, number 2, Bryce Klinger. He'll come back. Some nice physical play here. Referee's letting it go, and that was just a little bit too much there as it blow the whistle. And that's going to go against the Heat, so the Blaze will set it down. And taking the kick will be number 34, Parker Phillips. Both teams now retreat towards the net. Looking on to goalkeeper Herman. Ball kept on the ground. Cleared out slightly, but now bouncing down the middle of the field. And now it's the Heat quickly bringing the ball up across midfield. Number 6, Oliver Banda. And Oliver passes the ball upfield just a little bit too long. And the defense for the Blaze able to get there and clear it back the other way across midfield. And each of these teams showing us early on that they can run and they like to do it. We were talking to the head coach, John Rivera, of the Heat for the game, and he said his team concentrates on a nice short passing game. They like a lot of switches. They don't go for the very long cross-field passes. They like to control the ball. Ball back into play. Heat. They'll move right upfield now. Number 11, Octavio Solis. Octavio sends the ball up across midfield. Henches quickly down the far side. Can't control the ball. Blaze bring it back. Sikor over on the far side gets a little help. And the ball goes out, belongs to the Heat. And to put it back into play, number 7, Robbie Ong. Robbie was going to go towards the net, decided not to. Now off to number 12, Danny Voss. Now is a battle for the ball right here at midfield. Blaze send it back the other way towards the net. High into the air, running it down. Now it's a foot race towards the back line. Kick of the ball goes out, and it belongs to the Heat. So the Heat with the goal kick. And again, that ball's going to die in a strong wind. Working down the sideline, Bryce Klinger still running down after the ball. Zach Parkinson there as well for the Blaze. It does go out, and this time it's off the Heat. As the ball is retrieved, quickly put back into play by the Blaze. They try to go to the middle of the field. Again, number 2, Bryce Klinger. And this time it goes out across the back line, so the Heat will have another goal kick. And we'll see if they keep the ball on the ground this time as they clear it away, as they've tried through the air, but the wind just keeps it, knocks it down. And that's exactly what they do. They defer over to the near side. And so they're going to try to use their passing game, which they use mostly in their game in league play, to try to move the ball upfield, but the Blaze defense steps in the lanes, takes it away. That ball can't be saved from going out across the back line, and again the Heat will set up for a goal kick. And as I look over to my right, the net that the Blaze are defending, you see number 42, Jose Oregon, all by himself there. Hasn't had much action here in the first half. Right now, I think Mother Nature is dictating the pace of this game, and where the action is the wind is really keeping the ball down here on the left side of the field. Now they're over in that far corner, taking a shot towards the net. Goes right into the hands of the goalkeeper, Mike Herman, for the Heat. He'll make another save. Not sure if that was an inadvertent whistle. No, it was a whistle by the referee. That's going to go against the Heat, and so right at midfield, the Blaze will start things off. Parker Phillips sends the ball upfield. Equal number of white and black jerseys over there, and the ball goes out across the back line. Goal kick, and I think the Heat have finally figured out they got to keep the ball on the ground as they do it again there. And we had a quick whistle, and I don't think the referee was ready to start play, so we're going to do it all over again. There's his whistle. High into the air. Nice header, and it will straddle that far line and finally go out of bounds. Put back into play by the Heat. Heat now bringing it across midfield. Now the ball will move over here towards the near side. Klinger in a foot race into the corner with number 6, Oliver Banda. Oliver will get there first, but ball was out of bounds. Some of these larger tournaments, you're going to get a lot of false starts. They're going to back the ball up, put it back into play again. You have so many fields so close together, you hear several different whistles going on, and sometimes these players will think the whistle is for their field here, and they'll start play, when in fact the referee didn't give the indication. In fact, these soccer officials buy two different whistles with two different sounds just for that, and they'll try to use something that's a little bit different from the field that's right next door to give them a little bit of a heads up in their indication. But even that isn't foolproof as that ball goes out. So it's a Heat putting it into play, still working the near side, whether they want to or not. It's almost like working on the deck of a ship that's listing to one of its sides as the wind is just pushing the ball over here towards us here on the near side. And that's keeping the play over here. Now it's the Heat just as they try to streak towards the goal. The defense for the Blaze is there again. Vasquez right there in the middle of the action. Now he gets some help. Comes up across midfield now, number 12, Zach Parkinson. Too many white jerseys there, though, and the Heat controlling the ball, taking it away. We're getting a little bit of a late whistle there by the referee, but that will go against the Blaze. Now the pace of the game is really slowed here in the last few minutes. Push right there in the middle of the field, right in front of the referee. Not exactly sure why that happened, but it did. Quickly we start up again. No card issued. A little bit of a warning though, as you saw the referee shaking his finger back and forth. Like, don't do that again. Cross midfield, stop there again. Banda right there in the middle of the field where he needs to be. He's that stopgap there for the Heat. Banda, now it comes back. Heat, number 11, Solis. He'll take a shot towards the net. It's going to be wide. Going high into the air, Jose Oregon. And I think he just wanted to get some action there. And now substitutions for the Blaze. And coming in for the Blaze now, number 8, Brent Moore, number 13, Corbin Lewis, number 44, Ruben Bellman. And we're waiting for one more sub, and here it is for the Blaze into the game, number 9, Dallas Thomason. Dallas quickly getting into position. Heat again trying to center the ball. Blaze defense getting back. Octavio Solis was ready to take another shot. The ball comes back. Nakasone up towards the net, and that ball again is a little high and out. Goal kick for the Blaze. I think they're going to come to the near side. They have no choice, really, the way the wind is blowing. Now the ball is right there in the middle of the field. Francisco Elias for the Heat. Ball gets away from Aaron Armas. Aaron gets back, though. Little scrapper as he comes right back to the ball. The ball will go out here on the near side. Vasquez now works the middle. Tries to go with a crossfield pass. Taken away, though, by the Heat. That was the Heat's number 80, Max Zisman. And now it's a foot race over on the far side. Number 7, Robbie Ong. Tries to head upfield. He'll run into a wall there defensively for the Blaze. And now it's a Blaze trying to work their way towards the net. And the ball going back and forth. Each of these teams only with a couple of shots on goal here in the first half. As we Watch the action. Comes across midfield now. Run down, but can't get there, though. Number 22, Nathan Ham. And that ball goes out here on the near side. Blaze. Brent Moore puts it back into play. And again goes right back out. Off number 10, Francisco Ilias of the Heat. Ball down the side. Heat defense is there. Tried to clear it upfield, but can't do it. Blaze defense stops him. Ham. Elias gets away from a couple of defenders. Now Vasquez steps in, takes the ball away. Still being trailed by Elias. Octavio Solis there as well for the Heat. Now the ball moves over to the far side. Number 13, Corbin Lewis. He'll bring it up across midfield. Now foot race into the corner. Sikora can't get there. Now you got number 44, Ruben Bellman. Around too many white jerseys, the ball comes loose, but his teammate saves it for him. Bellman now moves over here towards the near side. Ball gets away. Now into the corner. A little bit of a shot there by number 8, Brent Moore. Didn't really have an angle on that. Couldn't get his full leg behind the kick. And easily taken there by the Heat. So Mike Herman there, solid in front of the net. As usual, nice header by Ham across midfield. Up to his teammate Brent Moore. And trying to get to the ball, Zach Parkinson, but it'll go out of bounds. Ball back into play. Heat can't gain any momentum there as the Blaze will shut down all their passing options and send the ball back the other way. Number 21, Justin Salgado for the Heat, trying to make something happen over on the far side. Blaze trying to set up another kick. Now it comes over here towards the near side. Elias turns. He's got Ham chasing him. Now he'll go back. Aaron Armas. Now the ball moves well over to the far side. Zisman, number 80, back to number 7, Robbie Ong. Now Ong looks upfield. He'll find Zisman. Zisman with a nice move. He'll make it across midfield over on the far side. Now he'll pass it upfield. He had his teammate Cesar Martinez there, but there were also a couple of Blaze defenders there as well. And the ball is cleared out of bounds. The Zisman will put it back into play, looking for an opening. He thought he found one. The ball is now in the middle of the field. Nobody's got possession or control. Aaron Armas again, number 15. Ong looks on. Now the ball is cleared away by the Blaze. Parkinson there. Physical here on the near side. Over to Moore. Gets away from him. Elias takes it away. Now down the middle of the field, number 44, Ruben Bellman. Hitting the ground, Brent Moore. Now we're starting to pick things up here as the action getting a little more quicker down the middle of the field. Bellman again chasing the ball down over to Vasquez. Jesus Vasquez moves over to the far side, gets away from Zisman. Now he'll size him up, stops the ball. Continues over towards the far corner. And he's going to be stopped there by Jordan Nakasone. Jordan Hairgel Nakasone. Nakasone again, he'll go back. Heat not sure exactly where they want to go with the ball. Up to Zisman. Zisman will get around a defender. Now bring it up across midfield. It's going to be cleared back the other way again. Saved from going out across the back line. Nice move, Sikora. Ham can't make the header. He's going to be touched. A quick whistle. That's going to go against the Heat. Parker Phillips taking the kick. He looks upfield. He's going to go right at the net. Cleared away by the defensive wall there of the Heat. Phillips again. And again, Nakasone sends it back the other way. So now it's just a little bit of a passing game between Phillips and Nakasone. As Phillips moves over to the far side, collision. And the flag says that the ball belongs to, well, he indicated Blaze, but I think he meant Heat, because the Heat are setting up the goal kick, so he just had the flag going the wrong way. High kick towards the net, right underneath though. Very strong kick. He had the wind at his back. Donald Savage. We'll make a little bit of a clarification, as we had the roster we were given has Zach Parkinson as number 12. He's actually number 34. And Parker Phillips, who is listed as number 34, is actually number 12. Corner coming up for the Blaze. It'll hit the side of the net. And that'll be cleared away by the Heat. No score here in the first half. Not even close. Ball goes out here on the near side. Ham. Gets it back in. Series of headers back and forth here on the near side. Who's going to come down with control of the ball as it goes out? And Ham will put it back into play. Vasquez moving into the middle. He's got the ball. As he angles over to the far side, he wants to take a shot. It's going to be blocked. And now it's cleared across midfield, getting away from the defenders now. Here come the Heat, streaking all the way to the net. Coming out Oregon, trying to make the stop. The ball gets away, but the defense with a Blaze gets back and clears the ball away. That was Cesar Martinez for the Heat, trying to take it all the way himself. And he nearly did. Nice play by the goalkeeper, Jose Oregon, to clear the ball away and allowed his teammates to get back and help him out there. Now the ball moves into the middle.
Go, come on!
Get there in time. That was touched by 48 Logan Sikora. Nakasone now, right at midfield, tries to move over to the far side. Can't do it. The ball is taken away by the Blaze. Over in the far corner now. And finally the ball is pushed out across the back line. Not a corner kick. Ball's put back in. Coming to the ball. Blaze trying to center it. Heat, though, doing what they can to clear it away, and finally they do. To number 13, John Rivera. Now Brett Moore takes it away for the Blaze. Moore and Vasquez there in the middle. Moore finally will take a shot, and it'll go right into the hands of the goalkeeper, Mike Herman. Now across midfield they come. Ham battling for it. It'll go out of bounds. John Rivera was there. Aaron Armas gets the ball back into play. Over to number 9, Martinez. Martinez trying to isolate and take the ball to the net. Rivera is there. Armas whistle from the other side of the field. And the ball belongs to the Heat. It goes against the Blaze. I think it might have been Moore called for that. Brent Moore, as he looks at the referee with his arms out extended, wondering, what did I do? So Martinez will take the kick. Ham stands there, centered nicely. Armas was there, cleared away. Now is Robbie Ong. Ball moves over to the far side. Number 48, Sikora, provides a defense. Ball nearly goes out. Zisman over on the side. And it goes out of bounds. Substitutions now for the Blaze. Into the game now, number 7, Matt McDonald. Number 44, Ruben Bellman will come out and take a breather. Ball again over on the far side, a whistle. And I believe that's the end of the first half. Yes, it is. So the first half will come to a close here in Las Vegas. This match between the FCI Heat and the Blaze, a boys under 14 game, will go into halftime tied at 0. And we'll see, it'll be very interesting to see what happens as the second half will start. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Just about to start the second half here. Blaze with the ball. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We played a scoreless first half between the Heat and the Blaze. Again, the Heat in white, Blaze in black, and it's the Blaze trying to control the ball. This time, though, the Blaze will be moving from left to right and into the wind. And they definitely had the advantage in the first half. Ben Ong takes the ball upfield here on the near side. The defense for the Heat will take it away. And the Heat now will come back. Number 9, Martinez. Martinez upfield. Now is a battle with number 12, Danny Voss. Now the ball moves into the middle of the field. Zach Parkinson. Number 34. That's where we had the problem there in the first half between number 12 and number 34. Zach Parkinson is number 34. And the ball is out over on the far side. As I was saying, though, the Blaze had a slight advantage that first half as their backs were to the wind. And so they kept the ball down in Heat territory most of that first half. They just weren't able to get a score. And now we'll see if that holds true and if the Heat are able to keep the ball down here deep into Blaze territory in the second half. Ball thrown in from the far side, high into the air, waiting for it to come down. A couple of headers. Now it's the Blaze taking it in the middle of the field. Gets away, though. And that's Daryl Henches. Sends the ball to the far side. And that shot by Zisman will go out of bounds across the back line. So goal kick for the Blaze. Just the start of things here in the second half. We will not have overtime, as these are all play-in games for the semifinals, which start tomorrow. This is just for seeding. A tie would be worth 3 points, so if we did end this game 0-0, each team would get 3 points. A win is worth 6. Of course, a loss is worth none. And if a team can score a shutout, they'll get an additional point as well. And if there's a 0-0 tie, each team will get a point as well for the shutout. Moving the ball down the near side, Cesar Martinez. Now he'll angle in towards the net, works his way into the middle of the field. Now he's going to be stopped, held up by the Blaze defense. And I think we're getting offsides. So the Blaze will clear it away. And the pace of the game not picking up much. Although, towards the end, the latter part of the first half, as that ball bounces right into the hands of the Blaze keeper. Sikora right there in the middle of the field. Again, Sikora tries to pass the ball over to the far side. Ong for the Heat now, camping out here on the near side. Now he's got some running room down the near side. Now the ball right into the middle of the field. Sikora tries to center the ball, nobody there. And some white jerseys for the Heat, clearing it away. Number 12, Danny Voss was there. Whistle and an offsides again for the Heat, and the Blaze again send the ball up and away. Now as it comes back, with his back to the ball, Will Hedrick. Heat centering the ball, nice move defensively. Donald Savage, number 43. Nice play for the Blaze. Now the action moves over to the far corner. Aaron Armas, he'll take a shot towards the net. It's going to be stopped. And I do believe that we have a change. The ball goes out here, and the Heat will have it. Ben Ong tries to save the ball from going out. Great try. Right here beneath us. Henges now will throw the ball in. Jose Oregon was providing the defense for the Blaze. Now they've made a change at goalkeeper as Vasquez now. Jesus Vasquez is the goalkeeper for the Blaze here in the second half. And still at goal, Mike Herman for the Heat. Now it's a Heat running towards the net. They want to put some heat on Vasquez. Taking it right to the net, and a shot just a little bit wide of that near post. That was number 11, Octavio Solis. And Jesus Vasquez was there just in case. Sikora with the header over to the midfield section. Tried to get it off to number 12, Parker Phillips. Collision over on the far side. No whistle, keep play. Zisman can't get to it, rolls out of bounds, and the Blaze put it back in. Brent Moore trying to work the ball over on the far side. Zisman gets in his way though, and the ball will go out of bounds. Zisman puts it back into play for the Heat. Savage. Now the Heat moving it into the middle of the field. Ong tried to get over to Henges, but Ben Ong makes a nice play. And now Robbie Ong heads it back the other way. Number 12, Danny Voss for the Heat. And now it's a Blaze coming across the middle of the field. Parker Phillips. And as the Heat try to work their way upfield, Cesar Martinez, number 9, has the ball taken away. And out of bounds, Henches will put it back into play for the Heat. So Daryl Henches eyes the field, tries to find an area. Heat trying to center again, number 10, Francisco Elias. The ball will roll out of bounds here on the side near the corner, and it will belong to the Blaze. Zach Parkinson here on the near side puts it back into play. Oregon was there trying to get it to him. Now back to Henches. Now moving his way towards the net, Octavio Solis. Cleared away nicely by the Blaze defense, not allowing the Heat to get a good look at the net. Neither of these teams getting much of a look here today. And Robbie Ong puts it in. Nice pass, cleared away by Savage. Nice play by Donald Savage again, using his head to clear the ball out and away from the net. Zisman now runs it down into the corner. Brent Moore, they're both battling for the ball. Coming out with it is Blaze. Nice footwork, number 12, Danny Voss. Takes the ball away, comes back towards the net. Now it's Zisman trying to get there in the back line, and it goes out. Into the game now for the Blaze, number 7, Matt McDonald, who replaced Logan Sikora. Ball moves over to the far side. Voss again centers it towards the net. Blaze defense gets there. There's a shot, goes right out of the hands of Jesus Vasquez. So that was the closest that the Heat have come to putting the ball into the net here in either half, and the Heat still with the ball. Keeping it down here in Blaze territory, now across midfield. Ung, Ben Ung now, trying to control the ball. Taken away though from behind by Cesar Martinez, number 9. Vasquez will take the goal kick. Substitution now for the Blaze into the game. Ruben Bellman, number 44. As he replaces number 8, Brent Moore. Bouncing around in the middle of the field. Heat doing a good job of keeping the ball right there in the middle, giving themselves an opportunity to look at some angles and attack the net from either side. But thus far, they've been unable to get it in. As the Blaze try to get the ball upfield, number 18, Will Hedrick. This pass is cleared away. Now coming into the game, number 22, Nathan Ham, and number 9, Dallas Thomason. Replacing number 18, Hedrick. And number 13, Corbin Lewis. And it's a Blaze putting the ball back into play. McDonald in the middle of the field again, number 10, Francisco Elias for the Heat. Ham, Nathan Ham has the ball taken away by Octavio Solis. Getting back, though, nice move by Zach Parkinson, number 34. Bellman. Now it's a Heat moving in close. Still down the middle. Henches. Shot's going to be blocked. Comes out. Blaze trying to clear it away. Coming out with it, though, the Heat. Ong. Ben Ong sends it across midfield, but getting back now, Robbie Ong for the Heat. Passes it up to number 21, Justin Salgado. Can't handle the ball. Now Salgado tries to run it down. Finally cleared away by number 6, Oliver Banda for the Heat, and out of bounds here on the near side. Henges puts it back into play to Martinez. Martinez tried to angle towards the net. He runs out of real estate and will go out of bounds across the back line. So the Blaze again will clear it away. Strong kick over here towards the near side. McDonald was there, as well as Ung. And out of bounds, Heat. We'll see if the Heat can get something going here from the near side. Centered nicely, heading towards the net. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be blocked nicely by the defense, and that kick is going to go across the top of the goal. And taking that shot was Voss, Danny Voss, for the Heat, and so the Blaze dodge a bullet there. Zeppo was bouncing around right in front of the net. Voss just wasn't ready. Now substitution. Logan Sikora now coming back into the game for the Blaze. And he'll replace number 12, Parker Phillips. Now the ball moves over to the far corner again. No score. We're in the second half, about midway through. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, bringing you another game of the week. This time we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Action now unfolding. Trying to head towards the net. Right in front of the net, lurking around, Daryl Henges, waiting for a pass. But he's just surrounded by black jerseys. There's nothing going to get to him. And the Heat now with the corner. Everybody converges towards that. High into the air, cleared away. Savage with a good job. Ball bounces over to the far side again. Nice header, going to be just a little bit wide. And the Heat trying to backdoor the Blaze and try to put one back across. Jesus Vasquez had the right ideas. They got to get something going here, but it goes out of bounds across that back line. Cleared away. Blaze trying to get it up across midfield. They can't do it. They're running into the same trouble the Heat ran into in the first half due to the wind. It's very difficult to move the ball from left to right here today. Ball down on the ground now. Finally gets going again. This is a boys under 14 match. This is the Las Vegas Premier Invitational. And we're at the Betty Wilson Sports Complex. Action moves over to the far side again, being held up by Cesar Martinez, number 9. Defensively, the Blaze getting back. That shot goes wide and across the box. And out of bounds across the back line. So the Blaze again, we'll see how they decide to clear the ball away from the net this time. They know if they go into the air, the wind's going to kill it. And they keep it lower to the ground. Nice little line drive kick, but the Heat is there where they need to be. That shot on goal taken by number 10, Francisco Elias, and it goes right into the hands of the goalkeeper, Jesus Vasquez. Sikora across midfield, Coming to help out number 44, Ruben Bellman. Heat put it back in over on the far side. Armas trying to get around the defense. He was back there hiding out. He'll take a shot that's going to be wide. And at this point, with the way this game is going and with the wind, you've got to just take a shot when you can. Regardless if it's what you want, you're tied at 0 late here in the second half. Jose Oregon will come back into the game. He'll replace Ben Ong, number 46. Oregon, number 42. Right here, he's got the ball here on the near side. Robbie Ong slips the ball away. Daryl Henches sends the ball upfield towards the net, being run down by Aaron Armas. But before he can get to the ball, number 34, Zach Parkinson is there. Vasquez sends the ball right down the middle of the field. Bellman is there. Now taking it away here in the middle, number 10, Francisco Elias. Back to number 12, Danny Voss. And now this Heat team showing us their passing game as they move over to the far side towards the back line, high into the air. Henches lurking around here on the near side again. He's always in the background. He was hoping to get his shot. The ball, though, just a little bit too long. He had to turn his back to the net. And just puts it into play. And goes right back out. Robbie Ong gets it back in now again. Number 10, Francisco Elias down the middle of the field, streaking towards the net. Zisman over on the far side. Can't get around the Blaze defense. Voss running it down. Centers the ball now high in the air off of Bellman. Henches over here on the near side. And the ball will go out. Not sure from this angle if it went out across the back line or just here on the side. It was just on the side. Put back in by the Heat. Robbie Ong looking on. Now it's centered. Cleared back out. And the Heat are guilty there. Aaron Armas now in the middle. Vasquez comes over to Oregon here on the near side. Now he'll try to move upfield. Taken away. Robbie Ong over to Henches again. Henches. Nice pass. Number 11, Octavio Solis. Armas coming out of the game for the Heat. And he's going to be replaced by number 4, Nakasone. That ball high into the air coming out. Vasquez will make a nice stop. So the Heat thinking they could catch him off guard yet again. Can't do it. Vasquez was there. Now the ball coming out here in the near side towards the corner. McDonald. Back to Bellman. He'll take a shot towards the net. It's going to be handled there by the goalkeeper, Mike Herman. Shot may have been wide, but Herman makes a stop anyway. Vasquez again coming out. As time winds down here in the second half, no score for either of these teams. And as we alluded to earlier, if this remains the score, each team will pick up 4 points. Only 2 less than a win. You get 6 for a win, but they'll get a point each for a shutout and 3 points each for a tie. Zisman working that far side. And a yellow card now being issued. To the Blaze, not exactly sure who had it. starts up again. Heat. Now the Heat will work that far side as they get it up across midfield now. Nakasone. Henges. Tries to get it back. Now Robbie Ong. Robbie Ong running into some trouble. Now he's looking for some help. McDonald was right on him. Now he'll get away from Thomason. Dallas Thomason was there defensively. He'll change Ong's momentum. The ball goes out of bounds here on the near side. Lewis now into the game for the Blaze. He replaced Dallas Thomason. Heat now, working the middle. Voss. Crossfield pass to the far side. Run down by Max Zisman. And number 10, Francisco Elias, but nobody could get there in time. It goes out. Blaze got it back in. Nakasone takes it away. Now Nakasone works his way close towards the net, into the middle of the field. Now back to Voss, back again to Nakasone. And he goes to Voss again, and that kick on one bounce right into the hands of Vasquez, the goalkeeper. And Vasquez quickly clears it across midfield. Salgado trying to get away from Oregon. He does. Now he'll move upfield. Looking for some help. He had number 11, Octavio Celis there. Now Henges. Back to Ong. Salgado now in the middle. High into the air, camping underneath it, Oliver Banda. Oliver now getting in on the action here in the second half. We were calling his name quite a bit in that first half. Now it's McDonald. Here in the near side to Ong. Ong gets away. Nice change of direction. Oregon now takes it. He's looking right at the net. Left-footed kick goes towards the far side, but cleared away by the Heat. And now it's a Heat in the middle of the field, right at midfield. Corbin Lewis looks on. Header there by number 34, Zach Parkinson. And Zisman runs it down over to the far side again. And he tries to center it. He had his teammate there, number 9, Cesar Martinez, but he was surrounded by 3 black jerseys. Parkinson was there. And a corner kick for the Heat. And now anytime this will happen, we're late in the second half, we're tied at 0. So a golden opportunity now for this Heat team. Comes the kick, centered, cleared away by the Blaze. Zisman is there, keeps it down on this end. Again over to the far side. Blocked and out of bounds, and it'll be thrown in from the side. Oliver Banda gets it into Zisman. Banda again left-footed towards the net. Henches was there. Salgado again, and Zisman. Now the ball bounces in front. Ong high into the air. Let's see what happens as it comes down. That was a very dangerous set there for the Blaze. Ball bouncing around in front of the net. Vasquez handles it, clears it away across midfield.
Go set!
Ong again. Works the near side over to Henges. Henges in the middle to Salgado. Now it comes back to number 11, Celis. Nakasone has the ball taken away by number 44, Ruben Bellman. Again towards the net. Vasquez comes out. He'll get there in time. Right before number 10, Francisco Elias. And the ball is out here on the near side. It belongs to the Heat. Robbie Ong will put it into play. Zisman is out now for the Heat. Ball high into the air. It's going to be a scramble to see who comes up with it. And it's the Blaze clearing it away across midfield. Gets by Nakasone. Over to Voss. Voss now sizing it up. Bellman around him. Up across Oregon. Bellman again. And as Salgado moves up the middle of the field. Thought we had a whistle. And we continue to play. Donald Savage getting tangled up with Francisco Elias over here on the near side. And it's a Heat with the corner kick here from the near side. So again, the Heat with an opportunity. Here comes a kick, high into the air. Vasquez comes out, he'll go high into the air. Eddie makes a stop. And he's gonna send the Heat back the other way. Here they come, ball is centered. Sikora was there. Can't control the ball, Nakasone. McDonald trying to take the ball away from Nakasone. They come in deep. Nakasone looking for some help. Robbie Ong here on the near side. The ball goes out, and the Blaze will have it. Blaze now, Oregon in the middle of the field. Can't get to the ball, and it's cleared away by the Heat. And over on the far side, it goes out. Heat will have it. No, it's the Blaze with the ball. Substitution now for the Blazes. Bryce Klinger trying to get into the game.
Hey, Matt, keep that up. Hustle, buddy. Matt.
And Will Hedrick will come out as action again starts over on the far side. So as time winds down, we'll see which of these teams is able to get more shots on goal here. Give themselves an opportunity to push one over. Salgado steps in front, now over to number 6, Oliver Banda. Banda up towards midfield. And out of bounds. Banda again from the far side. Sikora works the far side. Moore watches the ball go out. Last touch by the Heat. Moore goes upfield. Number 2, Klinger. Bryce Klinger was there. A little bit too hard. Now that shot will go over here towards the near side. That's a whistle. And that will conclude this match between the Heat and the Blaze, and we're going to play to a 0-0 tie. These two teams so evenly matched. Nobody could gain any sort of an advantage or momentum throughout each of the halves. And we watched some skill here on the field today. Both of these teams passing the ball extremely well. Both goalkeepers in front of the net, not allowing much. Just a solid, well-rounded, nice match. Again, I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We hope you've enjoyed this game as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, the final score, 0-0, the Heat and the Blaze. Each team will pick up 4 points here in the tournament. And until next time, have a good night, everybody. Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We're back here with A couple of players from the Heat as they play to a tie in this match against the Blaze. And guys, why don't you tell us who you are?
Francisco.
Oh, I'm OT. OT.
Justin.
All right, what position do you play?
Forward.
Forward. All right, so tell us a little bit about this game. What was like the most frustrating part of this game for you?
Oh, we didn't take no shots, and we were dribbling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of game do you guys normally play? Get out real quick?
Yeah, we scored right away, but I don't know what happened today.
Just ran into a team maybe it was just as good.
We were just tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was our first game.
Oh, that was their first game?
Yeah, that's why.
All right. So normally you guys come out and kind of take it to the teams?
Yeah.
What kind of game do you guys play? You like to do a lot of passing, small passes, or you go cross field a lot?
Both. We do both. We like to do short and long passes.
Yeah. What do you prefer? What's like the best part of your game?
I like to play far passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. So what's been going on since you've been in Vegas? Didn't do anything at the hotel?
Sleep basically, and then just get ready for our games. Just get prepared.
You got nothing weird planned for tonight?
I don't know.
Nothing you want to say, huh?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the team's doing, so it doesn't matter.
Which ones?
I understand.
Which team?
The girls.
We don't know the team, but we just some girls.
Yeah, they're staying in the same hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what part of California are you guys from?
Rolling.
Diamond
We're
Bar.
all from different parts. Our team's originally from Diamond Bar, but we're all from Rolling Heights and Walnut, Hacienda, and Diamond Bar.
Oh, okay, I know that area. Okay. So that wasn't too bad to get over here. All right. So do you think I should get some of your other teammates out here now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and hopefully you'll win some tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
And we're back with the post-game interviews, and I think we got a group here to my left that seems like they want to have a good time here in Las Vegas. So even though the game was a tie, what happened in the first game?
We won.
And you know what? I forgot to ask you your name.
John,
What position do you play?
midfielder and striker.
Okay. How about you?
Aaron, and I play right mid.
Gordon, and I play defense and striker.
So was this just a team that matched up pretty good with you guys, or what was going on out there?
We like to dribble, so we didn't pass a lot.
And that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You think the wind played any part today?
Yeah, it was blowing the ball the opposit way. We're trying to kick it, so it's hard to kick the ball.
Yeah, it's like whoever was defending the other net each half had a problem clearing it away, right? Have you ever had that happen before?
Yeah, in this game.
Just but before this game.
Oh, no, it hasn't.
Doesn't happen out in California too much?
No, it doesn't.
Well, what about you? What are your thoughts? Have you been playing with this team for a while?
No, I just started playing with the team.
That's what I thought. And what do you think of this team so far?
They're pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You going to help them get any better?
Yeah.
What do you think you bring to this team? What's the best part of your game?
My size.
Yeah. You pretty quick, or you just like get in the middle?
Yeah, I'm pretty quick.
Now, do any of you play other sports besides soccer?
I do.
What do you play?
Basketball.
Basketball. What position do you play?
Guard.
How about you?
I don't play any other sports.
Just soccer?
Yeah, soccer.
All right.
Just soccer.
Just soccer. What do you think of him playing basketball?
I have no idea.
Care less.
Yeah, I couldn't care.
Now, you guys rooming together here in the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So the three of you are roommates?
No, we are.
You two? You guys gonna try to do any damage tonight?
No.
No. You're gonna stay pretty close to home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your coach get a little upset with you?
Yeah, you will.
And what time's your game tomorrow?
It's if we go to semifinals, I don't know, but if we go to Constellation, it's like 2 o'clock, 2:45.
Oh, really? So you might have all day to mess around or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, Aaron, you were all over the field today. What about the guy that was shadowing you? What would you have to say about him?
He was pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh, you seem to be holding your own, though.
Yeah.
You must be pretty quick then, too.
Yeah.
All right, now, is there anybody out there you want to say hi to?
No.
Not at all? Girlfriend? Anybody?
My mom and my dad.
Yeah? How about you?
My mom and my dad.
See those ladies walk across the camera just now? What do you think about that?
They're rude.
That's true. All right, we'll give you guys a break. We'll get some of your other teammates out here, but good job, and hopefully you get in the semis tomorrow, okay? All right. Ken Gonzalez back. To my left, we have...
I'm Robbie, right fullback. I'm Mike, and I'm goalie.
Oliver on the left fullback.
Danny, and I'm stopper.
Hey, Robbie, what's going on in this game? I mean, is the fact that you guys tied any indication about the type of game that you play?
I don't think so. That was a lot of big words there. I didn't really understand that.
So it wasn't your fault that you tied this game?
I hope not. No.
It was just, two good teams going up against each other, you think?
Yeah.
No? You say no.
We didn't pass very well this game. And
Was it a little tough defending the goal? You only get in the action maybe once every 10 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, it gets kind of boring after a while. Yeah.
And did we ask your name?
Mike Herman,
Yeah. And you always play goalie?
most of the time.
And if you're not, what position do you like to play?
Sweeper.
Sweeper? You'd rather play goalie, though?
No, sweeper.
Did you play sweeper at all in your first game?
No.
So you went 2 games today right in front of the net.
Yeah.
And did you throw a shutout that first game, too?
Yep. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Did you find that the quality of teams that are here at this tournament are about equal to when you guys are at home?
Yeah, pretty much. Some of the teams at home are better, but yeah.
You guys do pretty well, though, in your league. How about you? What was your name?
My name is Oliver.
What about you? What was going on today out there in the field? I saw you. We mentioned your name quite a bit. You were running up and down the field. Just nobody could really get it going and get a shot on the goal.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have a dominant striker. We weren't able to finish the shots, so.
What kind of adjustments was your coach trying to make at halftime?
I don't know. I don't know about that. He just put the starting lineup back in, and let's go from there.
And over here on the end, what was your name?
Danny.
Danny.
Yeah.
What about your action today?
Same as usual.
Same as usual. What is that?
Go. Don't let them score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what was the score of the first game you played today?
1-0.
1-0. Who had the goal in that game?
Francisco. Oh yeah. OT.
He's not gonna like that.
Oh yeah.
You're forgetting about it. So, you have anything planned here in Vegas tonight? You gonna do anything?
Yeah. Eat.
Eat at some of the buffets?
Yeah, probably.
Can you guys put it down pretty good?
Oh yeah.
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 What's your favorite food?
I don't know. Anything I could eat.
Anything that's free, maybe?
Yeah, that would be good too. Yeah.
Free is good. Free is good.
All right, guys. Anybody you want to say hi to out there?
No.
Nobody? Girlfriend? Dogs?
Dogs, cats. All right.
No. All right, guys. Good job. Hopefully, you get in the semis tomorrow. All right. All right. All right. Ken Gonzalez back here with the Heat in white. They played against the Blaze here. They had a tie. They don't look real happy about it. And we'll go down here in line. What's your name and your position?
My name is Caesar. I play forward.
Okay.
My name's Max. I play mid.
Daryl, I play halfback.
Jordan, I play center.
All right. Now, before the game, did you guys think you were really going to take it to this team or what?
Yeah.
Just didn't work out. What do you think the biggest problem was that team, posed to you guys?
They were defending us hard.
They were pretty quick.
Yeah, they were quicker.
You're running into some good teams. You're at a tournament from out of town.
They were all gold teams, and we're just a silver team.
Yeah, I noticed that, and in fact, I mentioned that during the game a little bit, and you guys played with them all the way.
Yeah, we kept up with them.
Yeah, pretty much. Now you were working that far sideline pretty much most of the game. You're pretty quick trying to get around some of those defenders. Is that how you normally work your game?
Yeah, I have to. Otherwise, I have my coach all over my back.
Does he let you know at halftime?
Oh yeah, he lets everyone know what they're doing wrong.
Yeah. Well, you figure if you're doing it right, he doesn't have much to say, right?
It's good if he's speechless.
Yeah. That's exactly what you want. Was he speechless in the first game?
In the first game, yeah. This game, he had a lot to say.
Did he? All right. As we move on over, what was your name?
Daryl,
Daryl. What position were you playing?
halfback.
Now, you were a pretty big guy. You were moving some bodies out there, trying to do what you could, trying to get the ball in there. It's just an evenly matched game.
Yeah. We just couldn't. We had the ball most of the game. We just couldn't finish it.
All right. Now, you were pretty big guy. You were moving some bodies out there, trying to do what you could, trying to get the ball in there. Just an evenly matched game. Yeah. We had. We had. We had. We had the ball most of the game. We just couldn't finish it.
So a tie's a ties.
You both got 4 points out of it. Better than nothing.
Yeah, better than a loss.
That's right. So you've got 10 points going in. So you guys might actually be looking pretty good to get into some semifinal games tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope we go on.
Well, actually, you got 11 points because you had the shutout, so you get an extra point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as we move over here, you repeat your name again.
Jordan.
Jordan. Now, before the game, in fact, I had to W the hair gel guy.
Oh, what?
In fact, I mentioned that a couple of times during the game. You were getting your team ready for the camera. You were handing out the hair gel.
Yeah, we bought gel at the 99-cent store.
Well, you actually bought the largest tub of gel I've ever seen in my life, actually.
I use a lot of gel, so. And then, of course, they had to use some too, so.
You only bought it because you're trying to keep the backs of your teammates there.
Yeah, I'm a team player.
Yeah, you had no idea beforehand that they were going to be using that, though, right?
Bought candy, gel, super glue, and tape.
Hey, and what's a super glue for?
For a shoe.
Shoe? So you really cleared out the 99-cent store then?
Yeah.
They saw you coming a mile away?
Yeah. Buy everything. 99 cents.
Now, it'd be nice to find a 99-cent buffet tonight.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. But we're in Vegas. Come on now. It's gonna be like 200, 300 bucks.
But depending on where you go, you might find one for about $2, you know. But so you guys are gonna get ready for tomorrow. You know, even though it was a tie, you coming out to Vegas, isn't it a good time?
Yeah.
Not getting crazy at the hotel? I've asked all your other teammates that, and they say no. I just can't believe that.
We're going out tonight though. We're gonna
No.
have some fun.
We get in trouble every night by just the police come and ask us
Go back to our
how old we are, and
You tell them the truth?
sometimes.
Hey, no story from last night? What happened?
No comment on that. No
comment. That's a good thing. You know, as you get older and you start getting interviewed more, you're going to be saying that a lot.
I didn't do it.
That's a good answer. It's always a good answer. All right, guys, good job. I'm sure you guys will get into the semis tomorrow. You guys have enough points. I mean, even if you won 2 games, you only got 12. You tied 1. You had 2 shutouts. You got 11. So it's looking pretty good, I think. All right.
Yeah.
So good luck tomorrow. All right. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
And as we conclude the post-game interviews, this match between the Heat and the Blaze, it was played to a 0-0 tie. We're here with head coach John Rivera. And John, why don't you give us some thoughts on the way this team has played so far and what you're looking forward to tomorrow if you do get into the semifinals?
I think they've been playing well defensively. What we need to do is just keep focused, keep working on our control. And on the offensive end, we just need to knock the ball around the feet. And once we start doing that more consistently, we'll start scoring more goals. Defensively, we're doing real well. So tomorrow, what I look for in the semis is bringing out the same intensity and have the boys really focus on what we need to do on the offensive end.
And so, as I was interviewing some of the team, I guess you wouldn't buy some of their theories on this game as blaming the wind and maybe a little fatigue on the tie.
Well, both teams had to play with the wind. I mean, you always have elements, and you know, we're young and we've got to learn to focus and block that stuff out for us to go to the next level. Both teams are playing on the same field. Fatigue, yeah, you know, but we're well-conditioned team, so we work hard.
Yeah, and I think that's a testament to your coaching. This is a silver team going up against a gold team today, and it was a mirror image. I mean, it was a very good, hard-fought game. How long have they been playing together?
We've been together for about 2 years, so we're getting to about 1.5 years, almost going on 2 years. We're still working. We've got a lot of athletic kids. We're trying to teach them the soccer skills, and it's coming. You know, we see flashes of it. So that's the good thing that we see in the future.
Yeah, as long as you can see that forward progress, you're always looking good.
So,
well, we appreciate it, Coach. Good job, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot. And that'll do it here from Las Vegas. This match you just saw before your eyes. The Heat and the Blaze played to a 0-0 tie. But the Heat might have enough points to get into the semifinals tomorrow. And we're hoping that they do. And if they do, we wish them all the luck in the world. So the final score here, 0-0. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. And we'll see you again at the next game of the week. Have a good day, everybody.